So welcome back to the channel, and you know what, before we get started with this video, I'm going to address the elephant in the room, or should I say the elephant in the comments section. So last video, Workshop Wednesday, I was making a bench and I was using this here table saw, and I had quite a few comments about what I did, and let me just start off by saying you're absolutely right. It was not the safest thing in the world to do, and let's go over exactly what I did and why I shouldn't have done it. So I was making a crosscut here, and the purpose of the crosscut was to cut out this section right here. Now the blade was not going to make contact with this cut here. It was going to leave a little bit because I couldn't get the blade deep enough to make a full 3.5 inch cut. So the cut was going to come right about here, not where that line is, and I was using the fence as a guide. Now what you couldn't see in the video, and I'm not making any excuses or anything, what you couldn't see in the video is these pieces were longer and I was pulling it away from the fence just enough so that it wasn't touching the fence with each cut I made. And I also was not cutting the entire piece off. So that's the only thing that made this practice at all doable without having an accident. So all of that being said, yes, that was not a safe practice and I should not have done it. But let's talk about the bigger picture. Number one, a few commenters had said, hey, I hate to be that guy, or I hate to say this, but this was not the best thing to do. So let me address that. This channel, I know other channels, you maybe call it a Safety Sally or Safety Police or Let's Get OSHA in here or whatever. This channel, you are absolutely welcome to point out unsafe practices or give me advice, because you're not just giving me advice. What's happening is thousands of people are watching this. Some of my videos have over 20,000 views. If you comment something like that, I am definitely going to address it, and people are going to read your comments and somebody's going to learn something. I mentioned in the earlier video, my nephew, Scott, is one of my biggest fans. Well, he's just learning, and if he sees his uncle do this and then he does it and gets injured, that lands on me. Okay, so the bigger picture, thousands of people are watching this. If I do something unsafe and then somebody else hurts themselves, because, you know, that is why we need to have this community. So we can all learn, we can all be safe, and I really appreciate it. Like I say, there's no egos here. No. If you feel like you need to say something, say it in the comments, and I read them as often and as much as I can. I try to respond to them. So I really appreciate all the comments, safety tips, the tips about the Diablo blades, because those blades, the smoke I was getting from those, I need some new blades. So I'm going to try those Diablo blades that one of our viewers mentioned. And I just really appreciate the feedback. I appreciate everybody watching, and I appreciate the support from the channel. So now let's go ahead and get into the video. So hello, welcome back. And Happy New Year. Welcome 2023. Here we go. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the plow off because all that winter weather was a lot of cold, a lot of wind, but not a lot of snow. So anyway, we're going to take this plow off because I could use the bucket. And this is the issue I have with this plow. Great plow, but if I could have used something like the quick attach, the SSQA on the loader, and put a plow on that, it sure would be a lot faster. Anyway, this doesn't take that long, so especially with this dolly I made. While I'm doing this, I want to tell you a little bit about what I did, since I'm going to be working in the Woodyard for getting it cleaned up. I shot a bunch of video, but I never showed it, so I'm going to put that video up while I'm talking about it. Anyway, the Woodyard was completely filled with debris from an old barn. It was just, they tore it down and they let it lay right where it was, and I needed to get it out of there so I could use that area for stacking wood. So I started burning. I actually started scooping and switching between the grapple and the bucket, just doing everything I could to clean it up, and I got it cleaned up. I got it cleaned up real nice, and it's you know, like I say, it's ready to stack wood. So as soon as I get this plow off, I'm going to put the bucket back on, and I'm going to bring over that trailer full of wood that my dad and I split, and I'm going to stack the first bit of firewood that's going to go in the new Woodyard. So get this done and I'll meet you over there. Got a little bit more debris up in here. Needs cleared out. Some big rocks. Put those over with my big pile of rocks. All right, nice and easy here. Good enough. Good enough.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Tell you what, actually getting a little warm in that cab today. So this is where I'm going to start the first row. It's going to be all oak. And then next to it, I'm going to start a row with my dad's stuff. So I'm going to empty this bin first, get it right here. But first I think I need a pallet. All right. I'm going to start these rows with this pallet here for two reasons. One, I don't want the pile to fall back over this short wall. And two, these are 4 feet tall, so I'll be able to measure an exact cord 4 feet high, 8 feet long, and I'll go 4 feet wide. There you go. That's what you call a good start. So of course, just a reminder, the intention of this is that all of this is stacked against that concrete block wall. So when it comes time to either sell it, this stuff over here, or deliver it to my dad, this stuff over here, I'll be able to come in with the bucket on the Kubota, just scoop it up, put it in the dump trailer and deliver it. Or somebody else's truck or whatever. I'll be able to scoop it with the Kubota. That's the biggest thing. So I won't have to restack it or handle it again. A couple of things to note. Those mirrors on that, cab that I built are fantastic for backing that trailer up. And I really like stacking out of that trailer. It's completely maneuverable. I can put a lot more in that trailer than I can put in an IBC tote. Well, stacked it all. Yeah, it's getting warm. So, what's the next step? Let's make more. Boom. Well, that's a pretty good mess of wood right there. Yeah. That is all wood that was left here right next to this barn. I'll put up some video. I thought it was waste wood. I thought it was done, but this is pretty good stuff. Yeah, it's 100% dry, of course. And yeah, I thought it was toast, but that's gonna be good wood for selling, and some of it's for my dad. Yep. All right, well, gotta stack it. Wanted to mention too, it's raining out here and I'm in the barn staying dry. Love it. Well, that's how it starts, just one piece at a time, one stick on top of another, and eventually these will be huge cords of wood ready to be sold or delivered. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I enjoyed this week. Got out, got some exercise, feels good. And you know, I can work in any type of weather. We've proven that this week. We had rain, we had sun, we've got snow now. It's Northeast Ohio, don't like the weather, just wait a day. Oh, anyway, it's a good week, really good week. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate you being here. And oh my gosh, I think today we're up to 972. We're getting close. Please subscribe. We got to hit 1,000. Anyway, appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next week when I'm doing more stuff.